Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. I'm going to move quickly, so the links will be in the comment section below should you want to revisit any of these stories. And by the way, how's the sound? I'm on a new mic. Is there less echo? Is it good for you? I'm wondering, do you even hear a difference? I'm curious. Okay, Ripple price analysis. XRP remains in uptrend above 32 cents. This writer, Ayush Jindal, is in India. He is a crypto expert. And also he does a lot of price analysis for the FX market too. He founded a company called Infotrix Solutions, which is a web mobile app company for education and finance. But he tells us in this particular article that the Ripple chart shows it's trending upward, and it seems to have found its support at 32 cents. Buyers are likely to push the price above the 35 and 37 cent levels in the near term, according to his analysis. So looking at the technical indicators, the hourly MACD is slowly moving into the bullish zone with the hourly RSI placed above the 50 level. So he really sees that that support level of 32 cents has been established. He has an engineering degree, this writer does, and he also advises for a company called Scraps, which is a micro investments crypto company. I think that when you read his analytical articles in the FX market, you'll find that he is quite good at what he does. So I'm thinking this analysis is also equally as good. All right, Axios. Axios is a very unique kind of company in regards to delivering the news. There are 3 founders that came from Politico. If you notice something different, there are no ads, no banners, no flashing pop-ups. It is something that's kind of refreshing. They do believe that most stories are too long and too boring, and there's too many clickbait titles. And of course, they are and have been concerned with fake news. So they have this kind of format, if you will. It's designed to go live on digital platforms like Facebook. So you can read the summary and then kind of opt in to go deeper. That's the way their articles are set up. I like them. And they just tell us now that the Representative Warren Davidson's office, he's a Republican out of Ohio, is inviting 32 industry leaders, lobbyists, and nonprofits this week to attend a September 25th forum on Capitol Hill. And he wants to discuss what he calls a light touch regulation on initial coin offerings. So according to this invitation, Axios got the list of who is going, and they cite here that there are a mix of players in the industry, including venture capital firms actively investing in digital tokens. So Andreessen Horowitz is mentioned, Union Square Ventures, and then token and traditional exchanges like Intercontinental Exchange. They've been in the news a lot recently in the last couple weeks. Kraken, NASDAQ, CME Group, Circle, and then some nonprofits, including Coin Center, and other digital token and security companies, Ripple, Harbor, and CoinList. So what does this mean? What exactly does it mean? I went back and I found an article from May 22nd of this year, and Mr. Warren Davidson has pledged to introduce legislation related to ICOs. So here's his quote. I intend to lead legislation for initial coin offerings to clarify the roles of regulators, protect consumers, address national security concerns, and facilitate a pro-growth environment for businesses to raise capital. So he said this on the floor in a speech a week before this article came out. So that would have put it at mid-May. He wants to have this bill ready by fall. So that's what this means. Here is the gop.gov website where you can find his bio. The reason why I'm taking you here is because underneath the picture, you'll see the contact information and you'll find his email address. I think everybody who has skin in the game needs to take an active role in communicating to Mr. Warren Davidson how you feel about ICO regulation. So you need to weigh in. Give him your 2 cents. I really think it's important to do that. He was born and raised in Ohio. He's a graduate of West Point. He was actually in Germany at the time the Berlin Wall came down. I really don't know his voting record, but I do think that he's going to be instrumental in shaping the future of ICOs in the United States. So please have a go at it and let him know your thoughts. All right, the crypto firm Pantera Capital is looking to raise a whopping $175 million for its new venture fund. This will be the third fund this capital group is going to do. And, you know, they were in the news a lot a couple of weeks ago because they have a fund that gained 10,000%. Yeah, and they just, you know what, they did that fund just 5 years ago. It had that 10,000% return. That's unbelievable. So Pantera, they invested in Ripple, Bitstamp, and Zcash, just to name a few. They are part of the Sandhill group, which is Sandhill is an actual road in the Bay Area. It goes through 3 cities, basically. I think it's Palo Alto, Menlo Park, and Woodside. Those are in the hills above Stanford, where 280. There are 2 freeways that go through the Bay Area that run parallel, that take you from San Jose, basically, to San Francisco. And that's 280 and 101. And this group of VC firms, there are now 40 of them. So when I was much younger, this was my stomping ground. And the very first fund to, or the very first venture group to establish an address on Sand Hill was the Kleiner Perkins, Caulfield, and Byers. And now there are more than 40 firms that take a Sand Hill address. It is where the serious money is located. So you can see that they have put money into companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Skype, just to name a few. The rent per square foot hit a high of $144. Manhattan on Fifth Avenue is just $102 per square foot. So it is one of the most expensive addresses in the world to set up shop. If you want to take a look, by the way, is the Form D, which is the Notice of Exempt Offerings of Securities. This is the actual paperwork that's filed for that fund. And if you go down here, they have shown that so far there is an amount of $71 million that has been secured. Here it is. So the amount sold so far for this third fund of Pantera is $71,445,000. Yeah, it's going to be a monster fund. As you know, there was a big event in Las Vegas last week where they did the Change Exchange event at the Mandalay Bay. And I have been looking for some coverage that's coming out of that 3-day event. And I did find this article here. Paul Krugman, who you know has just been dissing the whole crypto space for a long time, it looks like he's starting to make a change. So he made the comment when he was in a talk with Ripple's Corey Johnson. So here, I'll just read it. Recently, at the Chain Exchange Blockchain Conference, Paul Krugman took center stage at a panel of Bitcoin skeptics and supporters, including Ripple's chief market strategist Corey Johnson and market research guru Thomas Lee. So he actually said that Bitcoin has more utility than gold. Unbelievable. Yeah, I was just pleased as well as surprised to see that. So he said that gold is dead. Bitcoin has more utility than gold. There is some chance for Bitcoin to be valuable in the future. Can you believe he said that? I can't believe it. While I was looking for a video I really wanted to hear that panel discussion. So I've been looking to see if anybody's uploaded anything from that event. But what I did find is there is a young 16-year-old by the name of Tobin Jacobs, and he was given about 4 minutes on the stage to talk about his vision. He's only 16 years old. He even wrote a book at age 15 called The Art of Melee, which is the Super Smash Brothers game. He has already graduated from high school, and he's doing fund analysis now at age 16. So I think we're seeing somebody who's going to be very big in the future. He does a Shopify store. He also advises on the XYO ICO. So I think he's even doing lecturing on the cryptocurrency space right now. So he talks about his vision, and he says he wants to make a difference in this world. He wants to bring serial entrepreneurs together to fix the world's greatest problems. And he says that you have to sacrifice your life for the majority of others. Yeah, I'm just giving everybody kind of a heads up. I think this boy is going to be someone very prominent in the future. Right, so Ripple's lead for Ripple Asia is this gentleman right here. And I'm always trying to find what he's up to, because I just think that's going to lead me to some great new information. I did see, though, in today's news that he's going to speak at a kind of an incubator type shared space in the Nihonbashi district of Tokyo on September 6th. And I'm not really sure what his topic is going to be, but he does do some speaking, and he is a professor at the SBI University. Now, you may not know, but SBI has a graduate school, and they primarily give people who are in careers, in mid-careers, if you will, to get an online master's degree. So this is one place that he teaches at, and he is often, I think, giving lectures online to help people attain their MBA. Speaking of SBI, they have a new press release today, and it is some money. Actually, this is support. This is support. They've already invested in this company before. They did an investment round back in December of 2017. This company, which is called Last Roots, did an ICO of about 600 million yen. So that's just over 50, what is that? Just over 5 million US dollars. They finished their round in July 2016, and they started a coin that is in combination with an advertisement platform. And let me show you here. The coin is called Koban. And basically, they create a platform with this coin that has a video bank of advertising promotional videos. So if you are a viewer, then you can watch fully a video ad from a participating vendor, and then you will be given the Koban coin for watching these ads. It is a interesting concept. I think they have about 100,000 active users right now, and the announcement that SBI made is that they are going to dispatch a couple of people to the company to help them shore up their operation, because they need to be able to pass the financial service agency's strict regulations here in Japan. And I think probably SBI believes they need a little bit of help. So SBI in their announcement said that they are expanding its digital assets related venture companies and partnerships, and this is just another one of those examples. So I'll put the link to this project, and it's in English. It was actually hard to find something in English because it's very domestic right now. Even though they have the desire to go overseas with their expansion, this is a very, very, very domestic coin. Very similar to Monacoin, if you will. It's considered kind of a made in Japan coin. All right, that's it. Wow. Okay, we're moving on to fluff. So you probably wondered, of course you wondered, what is Koban? Koban is the money that was used from 1601 to 1867. So that is basically the Edo Jidai period. Here is a real Koban that's on eBay right now. It's priced at $8,799, but they are made of gold. Actually, the Kobans in all are made of silver, gold, and bronze, but primarily they were made of gold. And it was the coin of the day. It was minted by the Tokugawa government. And let me show you here. This is actually a list of the size evolution of the Koban during the Tokugawa period. So from left to right, you can see the size changed. And the one that's on the website on eBay is this one here. And then you can see it got pretty small when you came down to the 1860s. So in regards to Koban, we see in Japan the Maneki Neko. And Maneki Neko means beckoning, Maneki, cat, Neko. And that cat is seen all over Japan. I mean, it's a good luck symbol, and it's primarily used in service industry businesses. So it could be anybody from retail to restaurants. They'll have a Maneki Neko sometimes at the cash register or sometimes printed on a design of fabric, or maybe in the window. But these cats are asking for not only money, but also beckoning customers to come. So this is got an interesting history. Back in 1620, it was, the story goes, it was believed that a samurai lord who was traveling saw a kitty beckoning him to come to the temple, and it caught his eye. So it was the Gotokuji temple, by the way. And when there's my cat, I don't know if you can hear it on my thing. He's beckoning me to open the door. I hope you can't hear that. Sometimes he gets out. I close the door when I do the video so that I don't have cats just jumping all over the place. He's beckoning right now to come in. So this lord said that he was kind of captured by the kitty to come and come under the shelter of the temple. And at that time, a squall, or gorilla rain, as they call it here in Japan, the skies just opened up and came down, cats and dog, in terms of raining. And he believes that the cat was beckoning him to come in and be protected from this rainstorm. So after he got home, he came back to his domain and decided to send this temple a large amount of money so that it could be renovated. And from that time on, the symbol for that temple became the Maneki Neko. And today, the Maneki Neko is still used for that symbol of luck. So here is, I have a couple in, it's a bobtail cat usually, which that's the kind of tails that the cats have here in Japan. They just have like a little snub of a tail. This particular Maneki Neko has a fortune that I can pull out at the bottom, should I want to read my fortune. Here is one that is quite interesting. This is more taken from a famous Edo period block print. Yeah. This one I just got yesterday, by the way. It's a gachapon. Gachapon is when you put in your coins, turn the handle, and drops down one of many in a selection. So you don't know what you get until you open it. And of course, I was so happy that I got the Maneki Neko. And then here is something that's really kind of kitsch. It is a Maneki Neko with the gold koban in front, and it's solar powered. So when the solar power hits this panel, the paw goes up and down. So you can see these Maneki Neko come in all shapes and sizes, and they will bring you good luck. So when you come to Japan, absolutely, positively, for sure, you're going to see many. They make a great souvenir too. Alrighty, everybody. Sayonara for now. Take care. Bye-bye.